Designed for easy installation, there's only one minor cut to your dash and only a few holes to drill to complete installation. Tools needed for this installation are a Torx 30 screwdriver, drill with a unibit, flathead screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, utility knife, and an M4 Allen head wrench. Now, we've done a lot of installations, so we were able to complete this one in just under an hour. If this is your first time, don't worry. All connections are plug and play. There's no crazy soldering or a degree in electronics required. You can probably expect about 2 hours to complete the installation. Seriously, if you can turn a screwdriver, you got this. Before we begin, it may help to have a visual of where your communications will be positioned in the vehicle when complete. Shown here, the intercom is neatly mounted and concealed under the hood. And here, the radio mounts in the dash in a custom mount for the Xpedition. All intercom controls will be managed by a compact rocker switch shown here. Ready? Let's get started. Step 1. Remove the hood. Loosen the front grille and unhook the rubber straps to loosen and remove the hood. Step 2. Install the intercom mount. Using the supplied screws, secure the mount where shown. Step 3. Dash preparation. Remove the windshield latch from the top tray as shown here. Then remove the push pins and remove the tray. Now remove the push pins above the ride command. Set the ride command on the dash. Slowly work the factory switch panel loose as shown. Once removed, cut the switch panel as shown. Notice the location of the cut, which is just below the clip. The panel will now align with the mount for installation. Behind the dash is a vertical panel that we need to pull down to provide cable pass-through. Simply tug on it gently until it releases. Step 4. Loosen the center console. Remove the push pins along the center console, then lift and set the console to the side. Step 5. Run the antenna coax cable. First, unscrew the bolts holding the headliner along the driver's side. This will allow us to tuck the coax cable behind the liner. Next, there are two options to run the cable itself. One is to run the cable through the open channel, which will conceal the cable. To make it easier, we ran a chase down the tunnel to pull the cable through. Alternatively, you can remove the panel cover and run the cable behind it. You'll see some of the cabling, but it's another option and still a very clean installation. Run the cable along the tubing to the back as shown here. We have a roof rack installed in this Xpedition, so we simply lifted the roof slightly to pass the cable through and secure it to the mount as shown. If you don't have a roof rack, you can drill a 3/8 hole in the roof and secure the NMO and antenna there. Step 6. Run all cables. The Xpedition features drain holes in two strategic locations that will need to be drilled out slightly larger with a unibit to allow the headset cables to pass through. One is located here in the rear, although we also chose to drill a second on the opposite side. The other drain hole is located up front. Under the center console, you'll see these relays secured by 4 bolts. Loosen the bolts so you can lean the relays out of the way so you can get your hand in to reach the cables and pull them forward to the dash. You'll then feed them up into the large grommet on the firewall as shown and connect to your intercom. Xpedition kits come with Velcro mount PTTs for the steering wheel and grab bar, but for this installation, we're using the optional rocker switch style PTTs. In either case, with PTT cables installed, gather all cables and work them behind the dash and up through the grommet located under the hood. Connect all cables to the intercom. Next, be sure to mount the accessory hub. The hub allows firmware updates and radio programming without removing your radio. In addition, this allows you to connect an external speaker. With all your cables ran, be sure to leave enough cable length, called a service loop, that allows for easy servicing of the radio. Here, you should now have the following cables: power, 5-pin connection to the intercom, the auxiliary jack that connects to the accessory hub, and last, your coax cable. All of which connect to your radio. Step 7. Install the radio. Secure all cables to the radio and insert the radio into the mount. Then, secure the radio with the supplied Allen head screws. Step 8. Installing the active filter. The active filter features a peel and stick mount. Simply peel the backing and apply to the cleaned surface area as shown. Included with the Xpedition kit is a power jumper to connect the power lead from the active filter to the Polaris pulse bar. With this wiring configuration, your communications will turn on and off with the key and will reduce continual battery drain. Step 9. Attach all cables to the intercom. Attach headset cables for driver and passenger as well as the push-to-talk cables for driver and passenger. If you're installing this in a 4-seater, now is the time to connect the rear seat cables as well. Step 10. You're done. Your installation is complete. It's always best to test radio and intercom performance in an outdoor open area. As always, Rugged Radio stands by to help with any questions you have. Check out product manuals and instructions online or give us a call for assistance. Get ready to go further.